Please pause for a moment of silent reflection. Please rise for the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, gladiators, and happy Tuesday.
It's December 12th and our final show of the semester. The holiday season is in full swing and we're ending 2023 off with a bang.
Today's show is all about reflecting on our accomplishments this semester, the ways we've reached out, and how grateful we are for the people who've helped us along the way.
We're also celebrating our student successes with Beta Convention, wrestling, and our student donation drives.
And we're going to learn a little more about Commander Shank and all he does for his students, alongside, of course, our regularly scheduled news update and weather. I'm Liza McPherson.
And I'm Cole Hall, and Jcnn starts now.
Good morning, Cole. How does it feel to be so close to the end of the semester?
I'm excited. I think we can all agree it'll be lovely to catch up on sleep and spend more time with the loved ones. I am sad, though, that it's our last show of 2023.
It is a big day, and for more reasons than just that.
True. I know today is the 6th day of Hanukkah.
Plus, it's December 12th, the 12th day of Christmas.
Oh, really? Like the infamous song?
I actually have a little quiz for you.
As if midterms weren't enough.
I know. But how many of the gifts from the 12 days of Christmas can you really remember?
Okay, 12. I don't remember that one. 11. Piper's piping. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 5 golden rings. 4 calling birds, 3 French hen, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Okay. Well, you picked up speed there at the end. Look at that. You did pretty well, all things considered.
I think you're just being nice. But either way, let's give the people what they came for.
Sounds good. We're going to round out the semester with a few school-wide updates. But first, it's the season of giving, and our computer science teacher, Commander Shank, gives his all to his students every day.
Without further ado, we're going to throw that spotlight to him. Let's take a look.
Commander Shank is the computer science teacher at JCHS. Aside from teaching, Commander Shank is a 21-year Navy veteran.
My name is Commander Shank. This is my 9th year in public schools. I teach AP Computer Science, 3 different pathways: the Computer Science pathway, the Internet of Things pathway, and the Cloud pathway.
Innovating in the teaching of computer science, Commander Shank uses a hands-off based teaching strategy.
My teaching philosophy is that you have to inspire your kids to become self-starting learners that can teach themselves whatever the subject is you're in for the rest of their lives.
This hands-off approach allows him many freedoms with the curriculum to go above and beyond what is required for him to teach.
I teach the entire curriculum for the state, and I'm typically done covering that curriculum by Halloween. Then we go a whole lot further. So I teach computer science as a full-on engineering discipline, which it is, and so we cover all of the standards in the fall, and then in the spring, we are completely project-based, so that the heavy learning is in the fall, the execution and the practice and the bringing it home is in the spring.
Along with having a PhD, Commander Shank served in the Navy for over 20 years.
My time in the Navy was incredibly educational for me. I've been in every major theater of war since the first Gulf War. I was one of only 30 pilots airborne the day after 9/11.
As a Navy pilot, Commander Shank flew 11 different aircrafts and has spent over 7 months of his life at the controls of an aircraft.
One of the things that kept me in the Navy was working with young sailors. So that's why you have a lot of veterans that get out of the military and end up in education, because we're used to training tomorrow's generation.
Commander Shank has learned many valuable skills as Navy commander that have helped him in his teaching career.
I learned an immense level of attention to detail, because when I was a flight instructor, for example, if the students I had in the front of my jet at 500 miles an hour over the skies of Texas didn't learn what I was teaching them, they would go out on a solo and actually die. So if you can handle that, the computer science classroom, even with freshmen and boys, is not that much of a challenge.
While teaching may not be as eventful as being a commander of the Navy, it remains just as gratifying.
Watching the light bulb go off in kids. I have a box in my house, in my office, of cards that I get from students who basically have sent me cards that say, "Thank you for changing my life. I never knew I could do something like this. You've changed my vector as to what I want to do for a living." And if that doesn't wind your clock, nothing will.
While Commander Shank's teaching style may not be conventional, it is shown to be effective in creating some of the most well-prepared computer science students in the state. Signing off from Jcnn.
Thanks, Commander Shank. Our school wouldn't be the same without you. As 2023 comes to a close, JCHS would like to give a big thank you to all the students, teachers, and staff who've donated to our school-wide donation drives. Your generosity is sure to help local families in need this winter. Between band's partnership with Toys for Tots, Student Council's Warm Clothing Drive, and the Creed Committee's North Fulton Charities Collection. An additional shout out to the clubs who organized each of these drives. Thank you for helping our school make a positive impact on the community. Speaking of making a mark on the community, congratulations again to our Georgia Beta Club State Convention winners. Beverly Zhang in painting, Kaylee Xiao in painting and drawing, Sophie Ouyang in jewelry, Ishita Sakul in French and marketing, and Imana Betty and Isha Valuri Narender in marketing. Way to go representing the amazing talent here at Johns Creek. In the sports world, the JCHS wrestling team just kicked off their season with some major wins for the wrestlers already. To fill us in, Kriti Tatia is sitting down with a wrestler right now. Let's send it over to the couch to hear from them.
Hey everyone, I'm Kriti Tatia and I'm here with Connor Eggleston from the wrestling team.
What's up?
So Connor, how's this season shaping up for you?
The wrestling team so far is doing pretty well. We're all advanced to the cardio and everything. We've had a really good off season. Everybody's working hard in the mat room, steaming up that room pretty well. Everybody's been placing in their matches, so I think we're doing pretty good this year.
That's great. Any big wins this year?
We just had that South Forsyth Santa Slam. It's an invitational event, and we, in previous years, placed around the 8 team to 10 team range. This year we placed 4th in the whole entire tournament, and almost everybody on our team got a medal at it. So it was a lot of fun.
Wow, that's really amazing. So are there any improvements you guys are trying to work on so far?
Without a doubt, there's always improvements to be made. Nobody can be perfect. We've obviously got a state champion on the team, Brock Hacker, but even he agrees that improvements are always needed. Obviously, cardio, being able to take that shot in the 6th minute of the last period, and overall just working on our technique to get stronger and to get better against better wrestlers.
Wow, that's amazing. So going in tomorrow's meet, what's on your mind? What are your goals?
So the goals for the team are obviously to beat Roswell and Pope. They're both region matches, so please pull up. And since they're region matches, if we win both of them, then we're obviously placed at the top of the region. And this year, being placed in the top 2 seeds of the region is very crucial. We could automatically get a ticket to state by doing that. And I think as a team, we're just looking to wrestle hard and wrestle well.
Wow. Well, you guys are amazing, and good luck tomorrow on your meet. Well, that's all we have for you. Now back to the hosts.
Best of luck to our wrestling team, and congrats on starting off strong. Also, congrats to Coach Urich, the winner of this year's Battle of the Bells. You received more student-bought bells than any other teacher. And in case we don't hear you jingling down the halls, we want to know that we are so grateful for your work, time, and love you put into this semester. Are you a senior with a GPA of at least 80% weighted? Are you a member of the Johns Creek PTSA? This year, we're proud to continue offering 3 scholarships for up to $1,000 each: the Laurel Schmidt Service, Trailblazer, and All-Rounder Scholarships. PTSA members, apply by December 15th to be considered and end your year right with a chance to offset the cost of college. It's been a full year, Gladiators, and we're not done reflecting yet. Let's hear a special news update from Brady Carnesale. Brady?
Today, we're switching up our news format to give you a look back on the moments that captivated America throughout the year. Here's your 2023 pop culture recap. I'm Brady Carnesale. First off, this year saw some important milestones for athletes, with LeBron James becoming the new all-time scorer for the NBA in mid-January. Tom Brady finally retired, for real this time, soon after. On the team front, the College Football Playoff Committee selected Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Alabama as the top four. In November, the Rangers won the World Series, and way back in February, the Chiefs beat the Eagles at the Super Bowl. Speaking of the Super Bowl, Rihanna's performance at the halftime show was just one of 2023's highlights in arts and entertainment. Taylor Swift began her monumental Eras tour in March, with her movie releasing in October. Another movie phenomenon from 2023 was Barbenheimer in late July. And to wrap up arts, the Las Vegas Sphere venue opened in September, premiering with U2. Finally, there are a few names that made the headlines this year, including Jeremy Renner for his snowplow accident at the start of 2023. In April, Elon Musk launched the most powerful rocket ever with 33 booster engines, which unfortunately exploded 4 minutes into its test flight. And Kevin McCarthy was voted out as Speaker of the House in October, only 9 months after being sworn in. And that's all for your 2023 Pop Culture Recap. Signing off. Back to the hosts.
It's that time of year that's full of surprises, but the biggest one is always how cold it can get in Georgia. Let's throw it to Andrew Redmond to prepare us for the coming week's weather. Andrew, can you help us out?
Thanks, guys, and I hope you are enjoying the weather on this last full day of school. Jumping right into it, you can see temperatures this week going about from the high 50s to the low 30s. Today is going to be a sunny one with a high 53 and a low of 30. You can expect similar temperatures tomorrow through Saturday with a bit of overcast tomorrow, but the sun will come back out Thursday and Friday. Sunday looks a little gloomier with a 75% chance of rain and a high of 50 degrees. But on the bright side, the low is only 43 that day. To start off next week, Monday should be partially sunny, and Tuesday we will see the sun return fully with a high of 57 and a low of 33. That's all for this weather forecast. I'm Andrew Redmond. Back to you, Liza and Cole.
That's a wrap on today's show and a wrap for the semester. Thanks so much for tuning in throughout 2023.
Don't forget that tomorrow through Friday are recovery days. You should only come to school if you need to recover a major grade or a final graded experience. Have a wonderful end of the year, and as always,
Don't forget to stay classy.